Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
Scott, a lot of people are going through a really hard time now with adjustable rate mortgages. Can you give us some examples of how you've been able to help people move from adjustable rate mortgages to a fixed rate situation?
Sure. You know, we've been able to help a lot of people who got 228 mortgages, as an example, who refinanced, especially with a 228, and they're coming up on an adjustment. I have a real true life example in front of me just to show people what is possible. This person was at 7 3/8 on their mortgage, which was about to adjust to go up higher, closer to 9.5%. And we were able to refinance them to a government-backed FHA. At that time, the rate was 5.875%. We know it is now at 5.5%, which is lower. But at that time, the person went from a rate of 7 3/8 all the way down to 5.875%, paid off some credit card debt, and basically did all of that inclusive of all the costs being financed and reduced their monthly payments over $100 a month. This is something that's important for people to recognize, that there is a life after subprime, that we can help. You know, this person may have been turned away because of the credit score elsewhere, but we were able to help, and it was not that difficult to do because not only were we lowering their monthly payments and inclusive of all the costs and paying off credit cards, we were getting them a low fixed rate, maybe 5% below where they would have been once this loan adjusted, which is going to occur in the next couple of months. It's very important for those of you out there who have those 228s, adjustables. If you've been turned away, call now, 718-380-0006. Get the facts. It's so important to get the facts. And even if you've been turned away, even if you've been rejected, we had one gentleman who was rejected 10 times over a course of a year. The 11th phone call was to First Republic at 718-380-0006, and he was being able successful to be able to refinance, get some cash out, pay off credit card debt, and get a fixed rate. It is so important. There's so many of you out there who own a home, and you refinanced using these programs. Maybe you've owned the home 3-5 years plus. That's, you know, people that we're really reaching out to, because I call you the silent majority. And what makes you silent and what makes you the majority? Well, the majority is because there's millions of you, millions and millions of you, when in fact, if you look at the statistics overall for the country, is over 98% of people are making their payments. So all you hear about in the news is the people who are having problems, who are in foreclosure, and I'm not trying to say minimize that in any way, shape, or form. There's a lot of people out there who have a lot of problems, and we're doing everything we can to help them. But there's so many people out there, and I call you silent because nobody's talking about you. You're the people who have a home. You're the people who are making your payments. Maybe late sometimes, but you're making your payments. You're not going into foreclosure. Whether you have an adjustable rate mortgage, you have a fixed rate mortgage, you're struggling along. A lot of you, because you've accumulated a lot of credit card debt. And a lot of you are suffering because of the abusive practices of credit card companies, where if you make one late payment on one card, all of them have the right to jack your rate up to above 30%. Take a look at the rate that you're paying. I always encourage people to take a look at their statement, not just the minimum monthly payment, not just the balance. Look at the rate. It's in the small print, but look at what rate you're paying. That will let you know why it's so devastating to you economically. We can help. Those of you out there who are part of the silent majority, I don't want you to be silent. I want you to call to get the facts. Don't go by assumptions. Don't go by what happened to your brother. Don't go by what happened to other people that you might know. Everybody here in this country is an individual. This country was built on immigration and individualism. Everybody has an opportunity to succeed based upon their own merits and their own situation. So when you call us at 718-380-0006, if you're in that silent majority, some of you are struggling paycheck to paycheck to pay your mortgage, to pay maybe your second mortgage, and maybe to pay your car loan and credit cards, and yet you know, there is an opportunity for you. There are options that are available because you are a homeowner. And we can go up to 95% of the value of your home if you need to do that, taking cash out. We have so much flexibility with the government-backed programs. Remember, we have the specials, 5.5% conventional for refinancing, 5.5% for FHA for refinancing. APR 6.30, cost per thousand borrowed of only $5.68 for 360 payments. You know, it's so important to get your facts because there's so many of you who all you hear about on the media is negativity, you know, about all these people who are going to foreclosure. And a lot of people are afraid to do anything. They're afraid to do anything. Listen, when you call First Republic, we're going to be talking to you about all the programs that are available for you, which ones you qualify for, which ones maybe can serve your interest the best, give you the facts, and then you can make a decision. But remember that we're offering government-backed programs. These programs are not going to disappear. These are not abusive programs. And we've been helping people in the community for 13 years very successfully, and we're marching forward. We can help. We can help to give you the facts. That's the bottom line. Get the facts. You know, when it comes to refinancing, it's not an emotional decision. It should not be an emotional decision. It should be one based upon the facts. The bottom line is either it works for you or it doesn't. When you're going looking for a house, well, you know, if you fall in love with one house, you like the location, you like the kitchen, whatever it is that you love about that house, well, that's an emotional attachment you have, and sometimes you'll pay more. You're willing to pay more for that, and that's fine. It makes sense. But when it comes to refinancing, unless you have an emotional attachment to these credit card debts that you've been carrying around with you for so long, it's time for you to take action and get the facts, because either it makes sense or it doesn't. Remember, no cash out of pocket is required to do this, because you can finance all the costs and still get all the benefits that go along with refinancing. Whether you want to get cash out, whether you want to just consolidate all your debts to one low tax deductible payment, maybe you want to trade a 30-year mortgage for a 15-year mortgage. You can do it all with no cash out of pocket. You can finance the costs, speak to a loan officer right now, get the facts about all these different options I'm talking about, even if you've had a low credit score, even if you've been rejected in the past. Take the opportunity right now to make a phone call that can have a huge impact on the economic success and future of your family. 718-380-0006. One call really does it all. So many people are calling to get the facts. Why not you? 718-380-0006. You make the call, we'll do it all. First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia, South Carolina, headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York.